Welcome, kings and queens, to another episode of Unapologetic, your number one podcast. This is the show where kings and queens tell their legacies and on. So get ready for the gems to drop and pull up to the table because we're ready. Make me want to say, damn, I want to sing with her, and I know I can't sing. Lord, I know I can't blow, but I will sing this song because you make it sound that good.
Wow.
Yeah, for real, man.
Crazy that people really want that on. They talk about when is this coming on Spotify? I'm like,
that was my next question. I know that's going to be a song.
But I'm gonna look into seeing about doing that because so many people are asking about it.
For real.
I want to see about
that. Is the male man, male lady. I don't care what you do. If you in the mail room, that is the male person's song. They're going to the post people going to adopt that. Like how the Steelers got black and yellow, they're gonna have
the for sure.
For real. But after that viral moment, man, I know your whole world changed. So I know in the beginning, in like 2023, you had your first official acting career. And that was I did a little acting. I'm nervous in the mug. I ain't gonna lie. It's fun.
Everybody get nervous. It's normal.
You know what I mean? Okay, so I don't feel too bad.
Yeah.
But you being in a big play, you know, this is almost, I feel like, a Broadway type of setting.
Okay.
And you're going to this tryout. How was it for you? You get what I'm saying?
So really, the people, like I tried out. It was kind of like a tryout, but not really. Like we had to sing, and then we had to like practice a few lines, and then they just want to hear how you did it. So it's like I don't know. I feel like at some point I feel like I wasn't acting. I feel like I was being myself because I feel like the character that I was playing for that first play, I could actually relate to the character.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so I think that it wasn't as hard for me to be who they were asking me to be because I related so much, even though you still had to, I was like a detective. So that's
okay.
Starting on certain parts. But I didn't feel like it was as hard when I was like reading the lines and stuff because I'm like, wow, I've been through this before.
Right.
Like, so the play was kind of about like, the role that I was playing, it was a detective, but there was like some type of murder that went on. And we had to figure, of course, the detective's going to figure out, but my partner, I'm in love with my partner. My partner doesn't feel the same about me.
Oh, that's a good play.
But we weren't the main characters, but that was a little piece of it, of what
I like that. I like that. What was this play?
It was called Nobody Wants to Go to Church. And his name, the play director and writer, is Silas Cobb III. And
okay.
He writes plays all the time here and has auditions and different talent shows and things like that. So he does. Shout out to him for putting me in my first play.
Yeah.
I was in another play too after that of his also, but he does that all the time. And it was a really great experience, though. I'm not gonna lie. It was a really good experience. I actually learned that I like this. I like acting. I feel like
all right. I was
pretty dramatic. I feel like you can see that from the way I act a little bit.
Right.
I can be dramatic for sure. So
was this through your management or was this just through you?
Oh, my management.
Okay.
Like, most of the time, like when I actually had, when I got her, I had her since March of last year. So ever since I had her, like if anybody see that, because she posts me, she promotes me all day and night. So
she really does.
Yeah.
She really does. I went through some Instagram. I'm like, God damn. I feel I'm not doing enough. I had to call my team. It's like, look, y'all, either y'all gonna get it together.
They don't play no games, okay? She don't play no games about Ari B.
Yeah, man, I love that. That shows a real strong team setting.
Yeah, and we're still building that too. I feel like we don't have everything together yet, like as our team, but we're gonna know who should be there and who shouldn't be there.
Right. So what's up with the album? Now
album.
I know you got an album, right?
No, I don't have one yet. I don't have one yet, but I do have 2 singles out. But I am working on my EP. It's not gonna be specifically an album, but it's gonna be an EP. And then I am also working on this single that I do plan on releasing, hopefully before the end of November.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna estimate the 22nd.
Oh, that's right around the corner.
Yeah, it is. So I'm still working on it, getting those last little things together.
Of course.
Then I'm definitely planning on releasing something new soon.
I can't wait. I can't wait to get out.
And then expect the EP really next year, like maybe first quarter.
That makes sense. I gotta give you time. We gotta give her time, y'all. We gotta give her a little time. You gotta get a little time. So what are the 2 singles?
So my first single is what I released January of this year. My very first single ever. It's called Thinking of Me.
Ah, that's what's up. I like that.
Yep. And me and my friend Asia co-wrote that. And then there is another song called See Me that I recently released in August. And my friend Drea is actually on it with me, and she actually wrote that song, and it's so fire. If you haven't heard it, it's on all streaming platforms. Yes, it's called See Me. It's really a bop, like a real bop, like it's one of them.
Oh my God! You gotta send it to me too. Yeah, you got to. I gotta hear that one. I gotta hear that.
That first one is kind of like a ballroom kind of vibe, like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a ballroom. I feel like you go. We all like the ballroom in Detroit. But where do you live?
Oh, Muskegon.
Muskegon. Oh, so you live in Michigan, though?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
we're in the mitten. We're in the mitten.
Okay. Well, I feel like Black people in general, everybody should know how to ballroom or some type of hustle.
I mean, I can hustle a little bit, but I don't know about the ballroom.
You ain't got no rhythm.
I ain't got none.
Oh,
I got 3 left feet, 2 toes on one side.
You gotta do the rock back and forth thing.
That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Before you put your hands in the air. You be in the corner like.
Yeah. That's it. That's all. But for the people who got that talent and skill like yourself, man, I will open the dance floor up because you see that when a person like yourself has this snowball effect, the management, you just recently performed, you know what I mean? And so it's like, oh man, what's going on? And how do I continue to keep this snowball effect going, for one? And number 2, how can I actually, better my craft? Does that always go through your head as an artist, or you feel like, hey, I got this? Some people be like, man,
No. What goes through my head all the time is anxiety. Sometimes I'm very anxious about things like. Life has been lifing lately, which life for people, but it's like you gotta push through. So I've been like, my thing is I need to stay consistent. I need to stay disciplined. You know what I'm saying? Because that's like the main thing, especially when it comes to music. Because if you're not consistent, everything just dies.
Right.
So like. Even though those things have been going on, I'm still learning how to like push through, even though life happens to you. Because as an artist, that's literally what you're gonna always have to do. And I see it, like, you watch people with different documentaries and you see the things.
Oh man, yeah.
And people die, and then they still gotta get on stage and sing and stuff. So it's like, I'm not at that level yet, but it's like now I just already have to get that. I have to start getting that in my mind. Like, okay, you gotta always have your game face on and pray in the background, babe. And
so, what was your last performance?
My last performance was at the Fillmore, which was so awesome. I basically opened up for Cash Doll and TV.
What?
Yes, it was a vote concert trying to get everybody out here to vote.
Man,
a vote concert. So that boy was packed. I ain't gonna lie, that probably was the most people that I've really ever performed in front of. Like one of the bigger stages that I performed on,
Yeah,
like
I've been there. It could be man, it gets loud.
it's
Oh my
loud, it's
God.
a top, it's a middle, it's a bottom. It
Yeah,
was
man.
so
I'm
so
shocked on
I'm
how
looking into
big
the
that
crowd
is.
like
And you
y'all,
perform.
and I ain't performing in front of all those people. And
Oh man, you got any footage?
I do. It's on my page.
Ah,
It's on my page. Official Ari.B, guys. If y'all want to go and see any of
yeah.
my, I normally always do like a good recap, or I'll at least post moments, pictures, and everything.
Oh yeah, you got to do recap. You got to do
Sure.
recap.
Because that was a great one. I really, really enjoyed myself. Like it was also a time where I thought that I would be super nervous because of how
Right.
many people I walked out and saw, but I always feel like that right before I go on now. I'm starting to learn how to just be comfortable in myself, because really what one of the things that helps me to be comfortable when I'm going out there is if I can hear myself. If I can hear myself real good, oh, I'm good. All right. I'll be like, check, check, one, two. If I can make a sound check and I can know that
Yeah.
this is a great, because it's a great sound system there. Like they got
Oh yeah.
reverb. You know what reverb is?
Yeah.
Okay, I just learned that too. Reverb, they got the reverb on the microphone. I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
like the way this sounds. So I was a little scared, but the crowd was so great. They were very receptive. They were singing along with me because I made sure that I put songs that they knew in my set. And,
That's what's up.
and they enjoyed it. And I had a really good response afterwards. So I know that's when I did a good job. When you see people, they be like, girl, I love your set. You did so good.
Yeah.
I be
So
like,
so did you kick it with some of the artists?
I got to meet Tay D and take a picture, but listen, Cass Dow was out of there. She performed and she was like, all right, she was the last person. So
Oh,
I didn't really
okay.
get to see her. I don't even think she ever came to her dressing room. Oh, that was my first time ever having a dressing room. Well, no, I had one
How about
but
you
they
didn't have one
had
on the play?
food, huh?
You didn't have one during the play? You know, just room?
Play.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I'm talking about like perform, like not the play, because normally the play you're gonna have a dressing room because you got wardrobe changes.
Yeah,
So
that's
that
true.
was
That's
kind of
true.
expected.
Yeah.
But with the performances, it's like, oh no, I used to just show up. Okay, you're ready to sing? Let's go. And I went here. It was a room. It was all the way at the top, and I had to walk to the top with heels on, but it was fine because I got a dressing room. It had a shower. It had
Yeah.
a couch. They asked me what I wanted before I went in there. It was an experience. I had waters. I had fruit. They had Eucharist for the food. It was so good.
Damn,
Yeah.
girl. I feel like I'm with an A-star right now. Sure.
I'm making you hungry.
Let me get the backstage. I just want to be there. That's all. That's like this.
Just like this. Just look there. Okay.
That's what's up. So with that one, that was your only performance or your biggest performance, or do you have others?
I think that was my biggest one thus far, because the one previous that I would say was another one of the biggest, where I did perform at this festival called Ribs and Soul that they do in the
Oh, yeah,
summertime.
yeah, yeah.
I think that was pretty big for me. It was. I've never,
Yeah.
and then those people like I before at you,
Wow.
so like it wasn't a whole bunch of people, it was enough that
Okay,
day, and I still enjoyed myself.
so you just taking all that experience out uh and whatnot. So with that going on and everything that was happening, uh what was the best thing about you performing in front of, time after time in front of people? Like, what do you enjoy the most out of it with the crowd?
Oh, definitely the crowd participation. Like I love when I go out and the crowd is receptive to what I say. Like if I tell them like I need y'all to say blah, 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 and then they say it back to me, that's just
Yeah,
like a
because
good feeling. I'm like, okay, y'all like me a little bit. We're gonna keep going.
right. That's what's up. Oh my
They was
God.
all singing along with me. Like but see, I knew what type of crowd. Like sometimes I feel like you gotta assess the type of crowd that's gonna
You
be there, and that's
do.
like
You're
the
the
different
first
songs.
person I heard say that. Yeah, I'm learning that too with artists.
Yeah, I feel like that's what you need to do when you're going like your different settings and stuff. Like I performed at the soundboard before, but that was for this guy's name is Eric Roberson. He's an artist, and he was headlining there, and I was just an opener. But,
oh my, for real?
Yeah,
Eric Roberson. Wow.
Yeah, I opened for him at the soundboard. That was my first time really having a room, but it was a little smaller, but I still had a room, and they had my name on the door. Like, sorry,
I didn't know that, man. Yeah, I listened to Eric. Eric Roberson.
Yeah. You know, that's like the older crowd, so I had things that would appeal to them, like, you know what I'm saying, different things that, you know, because sometimes people don't know your music. They're gonna sit and listen, but it's like, okay, now,
right,
here's something that I.
It's always the invitation to come on.